Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Mediumcore. Now that the 1.18 caving phase is out of the way, it's time to get back to building. In this episode, I want to make a nice little addition to the base in this little corner here. Nothing particularly large, but it might take a while to fill because I want to build a stables. And honestly, I might have a small bit extending over the road and make a small extension over here, but I want to build a stables. I have one horse that I might move over here, but more than likely I'm just going to go out into the wild and tame as many horses as I can and bring them here. Because I want to have, I want to have a nice build here, and B, I want to have multiple options for methods of transport within the base. Because walking is cool and all, but why walk when you can ride a horse through the streets mounted with diamond armor? Be quite great. So yeah, I wanna build stables, main structure here, potentially a small house connected over here, or it could be a separate house. Either way. Before I can build a stable, I need horses. So I've gone ahead and grabbed 6 horses. Started with these 2, then made a small family. None of them are inbred yet, but if I need more, they probably will be. But so far, I have 6 horses. These 4 are the spawn of these 2. Actually, I quite like these horses. And they're pretty good too. Like, they're not slow. They're not fast, but they're not slow. And not bad at jumping, got quite a bit of health. Wait, that's the wrong one. Same with this one. Got even more health. Bit slower. Not as high of a jump, but more hearts. But yeah, so those are my 6 horses for now. So now that I have the horses, I can actually build the stable. And what I'm thinking about doing is having almost like, not rooms, that's not the right word, stalls in kind of a ring around a center area of like a small track. Like really small, just like a few blocks in diameter. Nothing big, obviously. It's not like I have a lot of space. But that's my plan. And then, yeah, have like a small house over here, perhaps. So yeah, but I got horses now. I'm not entirely sure that this building matches what it's supposed to be. Don't get me wrong, I like the building, I like the way it looks, but I'm just not sure if it's a good design for a stable. Maybe for a house. But it looks a bit too fancy on the outside compared to the inside. But I do like how it looks. I don't think it looks bad. Just a bit off when you see the inside. But the inside, I think, actually turned out really nice, in a matter of speaking. But come in here, got all 6 of my horses up in their pens. Each pen has a little bale of hay to munch on. And then got my 6 horses. The 2 parents are in the bigger pens. 6 pens for 6 horses, and then in the middle we've got a little pole where we can put them on a lead and then walk them in circles, I guess, which is what this trodden path here is. They've been doing a lot of walking right in this area, and then there's some unsavory bits in the pens. They're not very well cleaned, but all in all, I honestly think that this turned out quite well. I really enjoyed the stables, and I think that this one looks pretty good. I need to find something small to put in this little corner here, since I made a square build in the diagonal area. So I'll probably put like maybe a little market stall right here, selling tickets to the kids to ride a horse or something. I don't know. Or just like maybe selling food, feed the horses. But yeah, this is the stables, and honestly, I don't think it's that bad. I really don't. I think it's actually pretty nice. But now I just need to get the small build over here, probably a stable master's house, and then that'll be it. But yeah, I like this build. It looks a bit funky from the outside since since the windows are centered on the inside but not on the outside. But it's not terrible looking. I think it's a nice addition to the area. Hopefully I'll grow to like it a lot more. Because I think the inside's great. The outside will take some getting used to. I've built a nice little dark oak and stone house to match the same aesthetic style as the stable. It's not particularly large, but doesn't need to be since it's just for one person. The roof is the same style of roof as this one, and then the same stone combinations for the walls. Inside's nothing special: bed, chamber pot, water basin, and then a little fireplace with a chimney coming out the top. Nothing particularly fancy, but it does look nice. So now we've got a stable and a stable master's hut right here along the water's edge, and it's a nice first thing to see from the bridge. I guess my render distance is way higher than I thought it was. That's new. That explains the frame rate. Let me just fix that. Yeah, that's a bit much. Let's fix that. There we go. It's much smoother now. But yeah, it's nothing special, just a small little house. But I like it. I think it looks good. And because it's small, I've left a lot of room open here for expansion of the roadway this way. So I can have buildings here, and then eventually come around here, make a connection up to this farm, and then have buildings back here. Because this is one big plain area that I want to do something with, because ever since I filled this all in with dirt, it is plain and it is boring. And I want to do something with it. So I'll probably start building like larger scale builds back here, maybe a mansion or two, almost as if it's like the richer part of the little city or town. But that's one of my ideas. The other idea would be to build like a college, almost like multiple buildings for one thing. Have like a college or academy, or maybe a mage academy, something like that. Just something cool. I want to have something cool and large scale in that area. But that's still a little bit down the road, because I have other plans for the next episode. Because in the next episode, I want to take it easy. There's a lot of just holes and gaps in the base, and I want to work on just decorating, adding bushes, adding small market stalls, adding benches, maybe some small buildings, and the trees that I've been promising for many episodes. But I'm going to do them all at once. It's not going to be a tree episode. I promise. I won't do another tree episode. But I want to go through and I want to fill in all the gaps in the base, so that there's nothing plain and boring, and that everything feels like a connected build, because that's what I want it to be. I want it to be a connected build. And right now, it's looking just a bit better. But as you can see, there are some plain areas, like right there, right all there in front of those builds, that corner there, and then elsewhere throughout the base that you can't really see from here. But and right there. But that's the stable and the stable master's house. It looks pretty good from above. I think it's a nice addition to the base. And now I have horses. But yeah. So I think in the next episode we'll work on filling out the holes, and then probably in the episode after that is when I'll start expanding this roadway this way, and then probably start planning out what to do, because I still have to come up with my idea, because I'm not quite sure yet. I'll figure something out. I'll probably roll a dice or something, whether it be high-end houses, a school complex, or a mage academy. I can roll a dice. But that's everything. There wasn't a lot done today, but it still took quite a while because it took forever to get the horses. And then I didn't bother trying to get multiple horses, so I just grabbed 2 and then bred them because I'm lazy. So that took a while. Probably took longer than it would have to just find horses. But now I've got a nice little family of ponies and nice little house to go along with it. So with that being said, that is all I'm going to do for today's episode of Minecraft Mediumcore. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.